Welcome to Theodore Roosevelt Reservoir in Arizona, just outside of Phoenix.
Join us on our 2-day adventure where we will show you the most stunning drone shots of this area and show why this place is one of Arizona's hotspots.
In this video, you'll see shots of the Dispersed camping site we stayed at in our ATC 450 toy hauler,
Cholla recreation site,
some of the awesome food at Roosevelt Lake Marina's restaurant,
Tonto National Monument's entrance,
and the Windy Hill recreation site.
Sit back, relax, and here we go. Welcome to Drone Hypnotics. I'm Kelby.
I'm Courtney.
We're a married couple who quit our 9-to-5s and are traveling full-time in our off-grid travel trailer.
Join us as we set out in search of beauty and hidden histories of the most iconic landscapes in the western U.S. region.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Here we go.
Welcome to the majestic Theodore Roosevelt Reservoir, Arizona's largest lake entirely within its borders.
This isn't just a body of water, it's a gateway to history, nature, and excitement.
Nestled in the heart of Tonto National Forest, northeast of Phoenix, this reservoir was born from the Theodore Roosevelt Dam, an engineering marvel completed in 1911.
Standing 357 feet tall after a 1990s expansion, it harnesses the Salt River and Tonto Creek, creating a vast basin that spans up to 22 miles long and 2 miles wide, with depths plunging to 350 feet.
At full conservation capacity, it stores over 1.6 million acre-feet of water, enough to supply 1 million people for a year, while providing flood control, irrigation for central Arizona's farms, and hydropower generating 36 megawatts.
But peel back the layers and hidden histories emerge. The dam's construction employed Apache workers from local tribes whose ancestors had inhabited these lands for centuries.
Beneath the waves lie remnants of the ancient Salado culture, a prehistoric society that thrived here from the 13th to the 15th centuries.
Archaeological digs spurred by dam modifications uncovered massive sites like Schoolhouse Mound, a 115-room complex that served as an economic hub with platform mounds and villages.
These hidden cities reveal trade networks, pottery, and irrigation systems that echo the dam's modern purpose, now partially submerged or exposed by changing levels.
Geologically, the reservoir sits on the Tonto Basin, a dramatic landscape shaped over millions of years.
Pre-Cambrian volcanic rocks and sedimentary layers from the surrounding Mazatzal Mountains and Superstition Wilderness, carved by ancient rivers into steep canyons and alluvial plains.
This transition zone between the Colorado Plateau and Basin and Range provinces creates a stunning mosaic of red cliffs, basalt flows, and fault lines, perfect for the lake's warm monomictic waters that stratify seasonally.
Water levels here tell a story of Arizona's arid reality, fluctuating with droughts and snowmelt.
As early as February 2026, the lake hovers around 2,100 feet of elevation, about 40 to 50% full, a reminder of ongoing conservation efforts amid climate challenges.
So why is this an ultimate hotspot?
With over 21,000 acres of pristine water in a wilderness setting, it's a magnet for thrill seekers. Trophy bass fishing, high-speed boating, wakeboarding, serene kayaking, lakeside camping, under starlit skies, and miles of hiking along the Arizona Trail.
Whether you're chasing adrenaline or tranquility, Roosevelt Reservoir delivers epic adventures that blend raw nature with timeless secrets.
The early morning sunrises are one of our favorite times to film. Nothing beats the stunning colors and stillness in the air as you just wake up.
We do not like to feel like we're wasting 1 minute of time, and we get up and on the road as early as possible. We like to film the first half of the day and get miles behind us on the second half.
We visited in late January 2026 and we were only able to stay for one night.
The drive here from Lake Powell, Arizona was incredible. The landscapes, winding roads, and small town Southwest vibes are seriously some of the most stunning views we have ever seen.
If you have the opportunity to travel out this way, we recommend you do whatever it takes to get out here and see the beauty this place has to offer.
We found the best Dispersed campsite right off the main road for our one-night stay.
We like to use the Overlander app to target and plan our dispersed camping spots. It has never let us down.
We really like the vast network and the users' recent reviews with pictures. We've been using it for the past several months of our travels, and it has not led us astray yet.
So far, our lightweight 450 PLA toy hauler travel trailer made with all aluminum and the Solar Package 3 upgrade has been absolutely incredible and vital to our travels.
Along with our Starlink providing high-speed internet from these rugged, remote areas, we have been fortunate to have a warm place to shower, sleep, and connect with you all to bring you along our journey with these high-quality videos.
It's a lot of work traveling and maintaining the truck and trailer on this adventure, but the hard work, learning opportunities, and exploring the unknown has provided us with so much perspective on the world and ways of living that we would have never known if we didn't take these risks and face these challenges head on.
We believe that you're not learning or growing if you're staying comfortable and surrounded with the comfort of the known. What excites us in the morning is knowing that no matter what, we will have each other and Joey, of course, at the end of the day, despite whatever challenges we may face.
Here we roll into the Cholla recreation site.
It's a large campground with 206 sites offering amenities like shade pavilions, fire pits, grills, picnic tables, playgrounds, showers, and toilets.
No electric, water, or sewer hookups are available. It's open year-round and it's the largest solar-powered campground in the U.S.
Single sites, individual camp units are $25 per night. Next stop was the Roosevelt Lake Marina to get a bite to eat at the restaurant.
This place did not disappoint.
You can dine inside or grab a table outside overlooking the marina and lake, or you can just call in a quick order to go.
The staff was friendly, and we highly recommend this place if you're looking for some food after a long day on the water.
We ended up getting a loaded veggie omelet with cheese,
biscuits, sausage, and gravy,
and some delicious hash browns with toast.
It was exactly what we needed to fuel up for a long travel day ahead, and of course Joey demanded he got some sausage.
Next stop was the Tonto National Monument. Unfortunately, we only made it to the entrance due to the 40-foot length warning sign at the entrance.
Our rig, truck, and trailer puts us slightly over 40 foot, so we did not want to risk it to drive up and decided to skip it. We have this place on our bucket list and hope to see it another day.
Last stop was the Windy Hill Recreation Site.
We were greeted by some wild javelinas on arrival as we were checking out the boat ramps. Be careful as they can be dangerous and they are abundant out here.
This boat ramp here is closed, but there is another one that is still open as you see here. We saw a ton of bass boaters out here when we were there.
If you've been fishing here, drop your PB down in the comments below.
Or share your favorite memory.
We both grew up in Canyon Lake, Texas, and this place shared a similar vibe with the bustling activity.
We really enjoyed it and wish we got to spend more time here.
Lake Theodore Roosevelt, we will definitely be back to see you again.
Let us know where you want to see us go next.
And hit that subscribe button to support adventure videos of the most iconic landscapes in the U.S. region.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.